What's going on, guys? So I made a video a couple weeks ago with the HDP50 Gen 2 13 joule version, and I made it with the Beeman BP50. They did a little face-off kind of thing with the aluminum balls in both, and I was getting about 15 joules kind of tops with my HDP50 Gen 2. No valve block CO2 restrictor. I was getting like 18 joules pretty much tops with this one, and then it would kind of do the steady decline. The Gen 2 HDP50, it had kind of more consistent speeds and overall joule output, a little bit more consistent. Like it was hitting like 350 feet per second with a 2.7 gram ball, 340 feet per second, 345, 352, 340. Like it kind of stayed in that area pretty good for the first 10 shots. This one seems to lose a lot of power after the 10th shot, but it does have the steady decline of losing about 5 to 10 FPS each shot after the first one. So it started like at 385, and then I think it went to like 378, and then it went to like 362, and then 354 or something, and then like 348, 340, 330. The Gen 2 of this with their CO2 restrictor in it kind of was more consistent. And then obviously this has magazine issues, unless you got a good one, but mine still functions. I took out the mag follower and replaced it with a rubber stopper, a nail, some foil, and some clear tape. So that is my mag follower currently. And then obviously there's almost zero third-party support for this currently. There's a crap ton of third-party support for this right now, so, and there has been for a few years. So yeah, you can put a HPA tank on the back, you can put a big long barrel in here, you can get a different pierce pin, you can change the firing pin, you can do a lot of stuff to this. But right now I'm just going to use this. This is a Gen 1 7.5 joule version. I took the valve block out of here. It has a magnet detent or magnet catch in here, and I removed the restrictor. So this is like full power. I just want to see what it does. I'm pretty sure I already kind of know what it does. Currently my Beeman cannot shoot, well, I haven't tried it. It probably can shoot these. It cannot comfortably fire 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings. So I've been able to shoot these in my HDP50s. The TR50, it kind of dislodges the barrel because of the spring and the pressure and stuff. What I'm going to do is shoot these heavy balls with my Gen 1 HDP50. It's not that warm out here. It's probably like 67 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun just barely started coming out right now. But I'm loading these up into my Gen 1 HDP50, like full power, basically right here. The thing is, when you use a 12 gram and you're running your HDP50 this way with zero valve blocks and zero CO2 restrictors in here, you're only going to get about 6 shots, maybe. This can hold 6. So, I mean, this is all you're going to be able to do. With the Beeman, you have 8 rounds. It's kind of finicky to reload the magazine, so you're kind of stuck with 8 rounds with that. If you have a second magazine, maybe you could do it if you needed to do it in a rapid succession. But once you have pressure on this from the balls, this thing will pop off really easily, a little bit easier than the Byrna SD magazine latch, ball latch. So I'm just going to air this up and shoot it and show you guys the joule values and all that. 8.4 gram steel balls. Another thing I forgot to mention, because I hadn't really used that Beeman too much on my first video with the head up of these, is that this is a lot more accurate than the Beeman. My Beeman, it shoots down low to the left, and my HDP50s, they seem to pretty much shoot exactly where I'm pointing them at. So I do like that about the HDP50 as well. They both cost about the same, and I'm not trying to like say one's better than the other. I'm just showing you guys how they work, and you can make your own decision on that. I do like the power that this has non-restricted, and the fact that it can easily use those 12.7 millimeter slingshot ammo. That stuff's super cheap. You can get like 200 of them for like 15 bucks or something. The last time I bought them, they were that much. I don't know how much they are now. But this is pressurized. No restrictions. CO2, it's like 67 degrees Fahrenheit out here, probably like 21 or 20 Celsius. 240. I think that's probably around 26 joules, maybe. I'll put in the joule values, I'm not sure exactly. 222. If it was warmer out here, this would probably be hitting harder, but it's not. 208. 202. And alien plays in this one full power are, I think the most I've gotten is like 22 joules out of it. 188. I'm gonna put a few more rounds. That was 5 shots. I'll put a few more rounds, but I doubt I'll be able to shoot 3 more. Usually it stops around 8 when I have it in this setup with no restrictions. This is shot 6. 204. 180. This is shot number 8 right here if it fires. 158. And I doubt this will work, but maybe it will. 120. So that one got 9 shots. Pretty sure this is out. Possibly 10 shots, but those are super weak, those last shots. So yeah, this one, I didn't bring another CO2 out here, but the Beeman, like I said, it has kind of some magazine issues. You can shoot it about 19 times. I feel like the second magazine will be pretty much all your power is gone after the second mag, which would be 16 rounds in. But currently there's no way to really bump up the power easily. You'd have to do a bunch of remodeling inside here. But yeah, that's the HDP50. I'll put joule values in there. But I have had this hit up till about 26 or 27 on a hot day with no restrictions. And then I'm pretty sure it was able to do like at least 2 or 3 shots after the first, around 20 joules, and then it just dropped off after that. So this is slightly more powerful if you run it fully open, but you do only get about 5 or 6 shots with good power out of one of these CO2 12 grams. And if you're running this, you know, in public, or you have it concealed carry or something like that, you're not going to have the luxury of using like a big tank and an airline and all the random stuff that I can attach to this. When I do those videos, it's just for me to see, you know, what this can do with different gas sources. But in the more practical manner, you'd be using that, like 100%, you'd be using that 12 gram CO2. So that's it for this one. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.